Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Listener Else Will Say the N-Word podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Now we don't have to say the N-word. I'm Ryan.
I'm Olivia.
Yep. Episode 3.
Woo, we made it.
Did you ever think in a million years we'd get to episode 3?
No, not really. I doubted we'd do episode 1.
Not only did we do it, but it's the perfect podcast. So,
Um,
yeah.
It's pretty good.
Did you have any topics?
Uh, yeah. Um. Uh, 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 Fast and Furious. Fast and
No! We
Furious.
gotta save the bit.
But I
For the
want it
segment.
now.
Okay, we're doing the segment now. This week's winner
Yes.
unanimously was The Fast and the Curious, a segment where we talk about the Fast and the Furious franchise and get curious about what the future may hold.
I love Fast and the Furious. It unironically and ironically, I love it.
I've
It's
only
so
seen
good.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Are you serious, Brian? No. Oh, it's
Yeah.
so good. We're gonna have to watch it. That's it. We're gonna have to watch it. It's so good. I the first movie I remember watching was it Tokyo Drift, which is the bad one.
Oh, that's the
And
bad one?
yeah, it's a bad, but I rewatched it recently and it's actually not that bad. It's pretty darn good. But when I first saw it, it was all in Spanish and we had English subtitles, and I fell in love with it. They drive fast cars and they turn. It's so
And they
good.
slide when they turn.
They slide. They Tokyo drift. It's great. I love it, and I've loved it since then. They they do great on continuity. Like if a person gets a scar in like Fast and Furious 1 and they come back in Fast and Furious 5, sorry, Fast 5, uh they have the same scar, and they there's a whole camera look about it. They're like, the camera will shoot to it, then you'll see it, and then remember that happened? That was cool.
Yeah, we remembered, said the
I
filmmakers.
I think, Ryan, one of our first times me and you were working together,
I
I
remember.
saw.
Yeah, the ad for the Fate of the Furious or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, that came out and I had just watched it and I was like so juiced to talk about it, and you were the only person there. And I didn't know you yet. Little did I know you would have a podcast where I talk about it. It's
Hmm.
so good. I My friend rented out a theater for it, so we're gonna go watch that.
There's the new one coming out? Or wait.
Yeah, the new one coming out. We're gonna watch it that Sunday, the 27th. He rented a whole theater for it, and I was like, "This is it. This is our moment."
Okay. we okay, the new one aside, there was
Mhm.
a meme that I sent in this Discord that speculated, because they're both owned by Paramount, that there would be a Fast and the Furious Jurassic Park crossover of some
Mhm.
kind.
Mhm.
How do you feel about this?
I'd be so darn hyped. I'd be so excited if I got Vin Diesel with the with dinosaurs. Ryan, he pushed like a torpedo. What is he gonna do with dinosaurs? What is he gonna do?
What if the dinosaurs drive?
Oh my god, if they're just like natural born drivers, it's gonna be so good. Can you imagine? I can't. I physically can't. It's too good.
We've
Oh,
we've blended raptor DNA with a guy
a
who's really
charger.
good at driving.
What if it's like what if what if they're kind of like Transformers, so it's a dinosaur and then it's a car and they have
No.
to work together? What if at the end they work together
So then the
to fight
cars are
BD Wong?
family.
Yeah, they gotta stop BD Wong. He keeps making some stuff. Dang. I'd love if BD Wong was in those movies. I love him. I love everything about these movies,
We
and I can't wait.
we asked if we should teach dinosaurs how to drive cars, but we didn't ask if we should. Or what does he say? We asked if we could teach dinosaurs how to drive, but not if we should.
No, I like it. I like your version where he's unsure of what to say. He goes, I think this is what I said.
And then he goes, "Must go faster, must go furiouser."
I think my favorite line in Fast and the Furious is from Fast and the Furious 1. And it's where one of the main characters says, "I like the tuna." And I think it's so good. It's such a good line.
Mm. My
It just
favorite
goes,
is from Hobbs and Shaw, the only one I've seen, where Idris Elba says genocide schmenocide.
I Did, is Hobbs and Shaw, is that the one where he's fighting with the baby?
I think there's a
There's
lot
a
of
baby in
fighting.
that one. Is that the one with the baby where they're like on a plane and he has a baby? That might be
I don't
Fate of the
remember.
Furious. I think it's Fate of the Furious because it's Shaw and he has a baby and he's fighting on a plane and then he jumps out of the plane with the baby. These are masterpieces that we have. They remind me of Saints Row, like the
Yeah,
franchise,
yep, I
because they
agree.
were, yeah, because the first ones they were like kind of serious and they were trying to like be Grand Theft Auto or a good movie, and then they realized, no, we can just have fun. Let's just have fun with what we've created, and then we have superhumans now. In both, that actually applies to both the game and the movie. There are superheroes in both of them. I love
Okay.
them.
I'm looking through Paramount properties.
Oh no.
What other let's get real curious here. What could Paramount mix with the Fast and the Furious? We have the Mission Impossible franchise.
Oh my god.
We have Baywatch, which had The Rock in it, so that would be really confusing.
Twins. That's easy.
We have Terminator.
Oh no.
We have Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes. Who's faster?
Those are the main ones. Oh, Indiana Jones?
Indiana
We have
Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Is it like, could we get like Shia LaBeouf in there?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh
Transformers is Paramount.
my god, yes, that's it. That's it. That's the one. That's what we gotta do.
How do they how do they justify Transformers not being in the Fast and the Furious movies for so long? Like dinosaurs I could understand. That's like in the future kind of, and it's its own isolated thing
Hmm.
except when they come to the mainland like they always
Hmm.
do. But Transformers, they have a pretty big footprint.
They do, and they're all about cars, just like, Fast and the Furious.
They are
They're
cars
both
who are a
they're
family.
yeah, they're car based, big family. They're huge on family. I don't get it. I feel like they're gonna drop a movie and they're not gonna say anything about it, and then like Optimus Prime's gonna like pop out, and it'll be like the greatest cameo of all because you don't really expect Optimus Prime anywhere.
The humans are a young race. They don't know how to drive as well, but they will learn.
And then like he sees Vin Diesel driving, and he's like, "Yes, this is it. He's the one. He's the one who's gonna save humanity." What was it? Wasn't it in like Vin Diesel's contract and The Rock's contract where they can't lose?
Exactly.
Do you think Optimus Prime has a contract where he also can't lose?
No, he's fictional, and he has lost.
Has he? I never watched the movies.
I've watched like two of them, and the whole second one is about how he gets fucking killed in like the first 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. I've only known that like the cartoon in like the 2000s, I think it was. Like late 90s, early 2000s. And I don't think he lost there. And if he did, I blanked it out because he should never lose.
That would be like if Brian Griffin from Family Guy died. He just carries
Yeah,
the show too much.
I haven't watched that show in a long time.
I think I think a Sonic crossover with the Fast and the Furious would be maybe a little too crazy, but
Did you watch the new movie?
the new Sonic movie, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't watch it. How was it?
It was all right, but like
Hmm.
I feel like it's not memey enough.
Oh, really?
Like the best, like you know about the Sonic drawing.
Yeah.
The best joke in the whole movie is in the first, like, the opening 5 minutes where they're like, "Ooh, townspeople have seen. Some say that there's a blue hedgehog, but he's a cryptid. He's like Bigfoot." And then there's
Hmm.
like some crotchety old man who's like, "I seen him. Look, I drew him." And then he holds up like a crayon drawing of Sonic. It's really funny.
And that's in the first part of the movie?
It's like the first joke, pretty much, and then
Oh,
it's
dang.
none of them are as good.
Oh.
And
I mean, I heard it was good.
it's like, yeah, this is a kids movie that doesn't like. It's not like a Pixar movie, you
Mhm.
know.
You know what? The people who've been telling me it was good have been 6-year-olds. So maybe I shouldn't put too much like investment in what they're saying.
6-year-old would love it. My biggest
I mean,
gripe with that movie is that also in like the first 10 minutes or something, there's this part where he's playing baseball by himself, but because he's
hmm
so fast, he goes to like different positions and stuff.
hmm
And then there's one
Uh-huh.
point where Sonic says to himself, like, hit it out left. That guy's a fucking idiot. And then it pans to like Sonic in left field just being like do 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 do. And what they should have done was they should have left like the old design of Sonic like in for that
hmm
one guy in left field, like as a joke.
Yeah.
It's a double joke. And it would have been less work than replacing him with the digitally remastered no human teeth Sonic.
Speaking of baseball scenes, did you ever see Twilight?
Yeah,
You did. How did
I
you
remember
like
the
it?
baseball scene.
Remember, was it like that or better or worse? Because that's like primo.
It was worse because the Twilight baseball scene is like funny ironically,
Hmm.
whereas the Sonic baseball scene is like, yeah, look at him play baseball.
Yeah, that Twilight baseball scene's pretty darn good. I like Twilight. Just want to get that off my chest here. I love Twilight.
I haven't. I don't. Maybe I'll like it more ironically because I was in like middle school, I think, when it came out, and I was like, vampire movies, dumb, gross.
It's I don't like it as in like this is a pretty good film. I like it as in this is a fun film to watch with friends. Just to like hang out and kind of make fun of it because there's a lot there.
The vampire sparkle.
There's a part where like a character just goes like, "Oh God, what did he say?" He goes, "Where you been, Loca?" And it's so bad and good that I say it all the time. It's just now part of my just part of what I say now.
You latch on to the weirdest phrases, I think.
Oh, for sure.
There's I
Like
like the tuna and where you been, Loca. Maybe it's all in the delivery. I don't know.
I like the tuna. I think I like the tuna is so heartfelt. Just like I like the tuna because no one there likes the tuna.
Oh.
Maybe that's the joke, Ryan. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you this.
Oh, okay.
No one there likes the tuna.
That's why it didn't resonate with me.
Yeah, sorry. Um, Did you watch Kung Pao Enter the Fist? I don't know where we left
Fuck.
off on that.
Is that? I think that's the
It's
one with the
a
landlord lady, right?
what? The landlord lady.
No,
No,
is
that's
that
the
a
one with like
different one?
it's a Bob Odenkirk film.
Oh no, no, I did not
No,
then.
Ryan, it's that is legit one of my favorite movies. I watched it recently, and I had so much fun. Just like it has so much quotability. It just reminds me of my childhood. But I watched it with someone new who has never seen it, and they were like, I guess it's pretty funny. And me and my other friend were like cracking up because we both saw it as kids, and we're like, "You don't think you get it? No, do you not get this part? His tongue's an alien or whatever. Like it was just crazy." And we just were just cracking up. He's like, I don't get it. And it really like hurt me that they weren't laughing as much as I was. I was like, this is funny. This is some good stuff. I just felt hurt. I felt betrayed. Weirdly enough.
It's like bringing someone to the home cookout and they don't like any of the food there.
Yeah, or like, well, was it me and you? We watched SpongeBob as kids, and our other friend didn't. And we recently watched the hash slinging slasher episode, and they were just not having it. It just felt like, why aren't you laughing? Do you not see what's going on the screen?
The trash pinging, slinging.
I was like, the trash thingy. It's so good. Do you not see SpongeBob eating his hands? It's great, but I guess because they didn't watch it as kids, they're not hit with that nostalgia that we are, and it's a darn shame that people didn't watch what I watched.
Relatable meme. That feeling when you show your friend a funny video and they're not laughing and it's almost over. Is there a worst feeling?
No, I think no, there's not. But also, if they go like, "Yeah, I already seen it," okay, just take the wind out of my sails.
No,
I was
no, no.
excited here.
If they've already seen it, then they need to smile and nod and be like, "Oh, I've seen this one."
Yeah, no, if they just go, "I already seen it," it's like, oh, okay. I guess I'll just leave
Buzzed.
now because right, it's just like you just rained on my entire parade. I had a fun parade here, all set up, and you rained on it. It's just disgraceful behavior.
Yeah, just stop. Just stop if you're one of those people. Act up a little. Pretend.
Play with me. Play with me in the space that we've created. Let's
Do it
just
for the
have some
content.
fun. Do it. Just commit to the bit. Let's do this. I hate it when people don't commit to bits. If you see I'm doing a bit, come on, let's go play in the bit for a little bit. It's like like dip your toes in. Let's see how it works out.
Come on in, the bit is fine.
The bit is warm and it's going. I love I love it.
That's.
You Ryan, you will do bits with me.
I'm a bitter.
You're bitter. You're a little bitter.
Sorry, a bit I don't know if we could do with the hard R.
That's your name.
You just you just say bitter please and I
No,
continue the bit.
I don't like this bit. This bit scary.
This bit have gone too far.
That's it. That's the one. And that's how we end it. That was a good bit.
Shit, we did. Oh, I thought you meant the whole episode. I was about to say we did talk about our one real obligation, other than saying the N word if you don't watch, is I guess go over the poll winning segment, and we did.
Oh, yeah. Ryan, sometimes you name these and I'm curious and I also get like really nervous about what they mean.
Good. Art is supposed to be provocative. It's supposed to make you feel.
All everything that you've given me makes me feel so much, and I don't know if it's in a good way or a bad way.
I'm gonna be honest. I was very disappointed in your preparation for Get Set for Cephalopods last week.
Okay, okay. I just, what did you want me to do?
Your fucking life is octopi. I put
I didn't.
that was T-ball and you like struck out. I don't know
I,
what bid I'm supposed to give you. I guess Fast and the Furious means more to you than octopi.
okay, first off, I never played softball. I only played
I
soccer.
said T-ball, but go
Okay, I never
on.
played that either. Look, I chose one sport and I did that until I couldn't do it no longer. Second of all, I only liked octopus because I was petty. A little girl said it was weird, and I said, well, let's do this forever now. That's my bit. That's a bit I've continued since elementary school.
They are cool.
They are cool. But I've,
Okay, you know how when you get older, you get like different taste for like foods and vegetables and stuff, and some things like they hit different as an adult.
yeah.
I think the same thing with like animals too. Like octopi hit different as an adult.
I think you just appreciate them more
Yeah,
because they're so smart and like you see more videos of them.
and they do quirky stuff. You've seen them like get in the shell and hide and
Yeah, they're
change
so
different colors.
quirky.
Yeah, they're quirky.
They're quirky. That's my that's my new favorite word.
Another
Quirky.
another animal I didn't appreciate until I was an adult was orcas.
Orcas, man, those things crazy.
I just thought like, oh, it's like a fun whale that does like tricks
Mhm.
at the water park or whatever, but
Mhm.
man, those bitches be savages.
They're brutal. They'll like play with seals and like throw them around. There's also I think they found like I mean this was a while ago, but they found like a new pod of orcas that hunt dolphin, their cousins.
Yeah,
They just evolved to hunt them. And that's so crazy. They're insane.
like I heard that they don't. There's been like no recorded attacks on humans because they know their league. They're just like, not gonna fuck with this one.
I think recently they were like, yeah, no, they're the apex predator of the sea now.
Yeah, dude. Like sharks are afraid of them.
I would too. I would look at them.
Dude, they're
They're so
sadistic.
sleek. They are. They're crazy. They'll like if something's on like an iceberg, like a not an iceberg, what are those like those floats that are in
Yeah.
the ocean?
An
They're like,
iceberg, yeah.
is it an iceberg? But it's not so big. It's a little one, like a
Like a
little
chunk
baby
of
iceberg.
ice.
Yeah, like a chunk of ice. Like, but they'll like flip it over so like whatever's on top of the little iceberg like gets in the water and then they'll like go after it. And that's they're so smart.
And they've got their like eye camo as if that makes the fucking difference. That's just a flex at that point. Yeah, the eye camo is what really makes them apex. Not being smarter than everything and bigger than 90% of everything and faster.
It's that little camo. They're Brian, what was your favorite animal as a child?
I don't know. I think it depended like on the year, really.
Really?
I had a
I think
snail
oh god.
phase through third grade before I realized that was fucking dumb.
Snails are pretty cool. I like snails.
They're fun to draw, but other than that, they're kind of lame.
I think for me personally, I've liked three animals. for the majority of my life. I've liked octopi, so that's a given. I've liked like turtles and tortoises and wolves. For some reason,
Wolves
those
are hype.
three wolves are hyped. They're so. It might just be because I love dogs and I've like
Yeah.
always had a dog, and I'm just like, but imagine bigger
They're
and
edgy
more.
dogs.
Yeah, they're edgy dogs. They're like dogs in their teen years.
If if
There's.
dogs are Sonic, then wolves are Shadow.
Oh my god, yes, and I love Shadow. Oh my god, Brian, I think you figured it out. Maybe that's why I love
The ultimate
wolves.
life form. And then bears are Dr. Eggman.
Bears?
I don't
Bears
know.
legit scare me. I mean, that make it feels like that makes sense. Like that's kind of stating the obvious.
Yeah.
But like I went to Yellowstone and I saw a grizzly bear, like just out in the wild.
So big and scary.
They're huge, and I was like, we gotta get out of here. I don't think I want to be here. And we left the state. That's how much we got scared. Like we gotta leave. We just gotta go one state over. I think it'll be fine. But they're like huge.
That's
Also,
yeah. That was the first thing I thought of when I saw a moose at I think it was Yellowstone. Like mooses be fucking massive.
like yeah, they're huge. Also, bison are huge too.
They're pretty
Just like,
big.
just literally, literally. I don't think because I've never seen a moose until I went to Yellowstone. I was like, how big could they be? And then I saw one, and I go, that's pretty darn big. I'm gonna step away.
I wasn't
And
that
they're
impressed by bison because I think I was expecting them to be big.
oh, I thought they would be like cows,
Yeah. No,
like
I
as big
expected
as
them to be
cows.
bigger than cows.
Oh no, I never really like. Okay, I like farm life is in my blood.
Mm.
I'm a I'm a farm life. I play Stardew Valley a lot. It's in my blood. And my grandpa, we took me to a flea market in like the middle, like it's just like out of nowhere, in nowhere, and there they were selling a cow, and I go, this cow ain't big. This cows are small. And then we bought two goats, and they were able to fit in our car. I was like, man, animals aren't that big. And they,
And that
that's
tainted
all.
your opinions forever.
Well, like I mean, our neighbor had like horses, so I'm like, these animals aren't that big. But I guess I was around like small ones. Maybe I was just around like tiny ones. Because when I went to Yellowstone, I was like, actually, hold on, this is bigger than our car by like a lot. I was freaking out the entire time. I was like, look at that, everything, Ryan. I'm like, this bird is huge. These trees are huge. Yellowstone's legit.
Yeah, there's a lot. I think I saw a bear at Yellowstone too, but it was really far away, so I couldn't tell how big it was.
Yeah, ours was far away, but we went to like like one of those like drive-through like little zoo kind of thing where like you can look at all the bears
Oh,
here.
yeah.
And we did one of those. I've done those twice, all at my companion's insistence. And I mean I've enjoyed myself both times, but I just don't think I'd ever like think of going. But they're pretty darn cool, like seeing all these bears. Man, I think baby bears have to be higher up on my list.
Bears are pretty hype. What's
We'll talk
weird
about
is like everything you hear about bears is like they're not cute. They'll fucking kill you. They've got a thirst for blood. But like there's so many instances where like there's that one video of like a dude just like fishing and then a bear comes and sits down next to him
Mhm.
and then there's like the story about there's some like bear in World War II that just like followed people around and was really friendly and they like wrestled him and
Whoa.
and he always won because he's a fucking bear.
He's a bear. That's crazy to me. I don't think I would ever like, oh, let's wrestle a bear. That's insane.
And like Russians seem to be friends with bears a lot. Maybe that's just the internet, but
They seem to be friends with bears.
I feel like bears are they can be homies. Like I think a bear would make a better pet than a tiger.
Oh, for sure. You know
When's
what's a
Bear King on
bear
Netflix?
king? Did you watch Tiger King?
Of course.
Oh, I didn't watch it. I wanted to, but people kept talking about it, and I thought I feel like I know about it now.
No,
No,
but
I was like,
what the fuck else were you doing at the time?
yeah, Animal Crossing.
I mean,
That took
you
every hour.
you put it on while you're playing Animal Crossing.
No, I gotta listen to the music. I gotta focus. There's balloons flying over my head. I can't look up. I can't. I mean, and I feel like I sunk a lot of hours into Animal Crossing, but then I look at like, oh, your friends have played Animal Crossing too, and they'll tell you like how long, and I always get dejected because I never played as long as my friends,
Animal
and I just feel
Crossing's
bad.
weird. I feel like I've never gone harder at a game
Uh-huh.
and then just stopped.
Yeah, like one day I was like, okay, I'm done now. I'm done playing. And
Yeah.
it's weird. I've never played like the summer update.
Yeah,
Right.
I didn't do any of the swimming or anything.
No, yeah. And it's like I wanted to do it. I kept playing for an extra like I think 2 months only because I wanted to get all of the music, like the KK
Yeah.
whatever. And then I did, and I thought, okay, well, goodbye game, and I've never turned it on again. And I feel bad. I wonder what like my villagers are saying.
Dude, I
I probably talked
remember
to
checking Turnip Profit, and I would wake up for like a decent sell price for my turnips, even if I had work, because I would wake up and then I'd AFK at work and go back to bed. But
uh
if there were turnips on the line, that's when I'd really wake up.
I know
Priorities.
one of our friends was like super into them and was like, I'm checking on like that website. Like, yeah, this one my turnip price is high or whatever.
Yeah.
They would get really into it. And I go, that's it's crazy. This is just a game. Like that's it. At the time I was already done. I was just logging in every day to find a new music piece, so I was already done with the game. So it kind of shocked me. People were like making a whole big deal about it, or like Raymond. Raymond was a huge deal.
He's that like gay cat or whatever.
So cute. Yeah, he's adorable, and I love him. And I found him, and my friend said, "Oh yeah, he's people want to buy him for $20." But and I was totally fine with like my friend having him. But as soon as she said, "Oh yeah, it's $20, people want it," I was like, "Well, no, I want it." As soon as it costs money, I no, I want it. So he's still on my island, I think.
Ball so hard, motherfuckers wanna buy him. That's like a collector's item. Or is that?
Yeah,
Do you have the what do they have? Amiibos. Is there a Raymond
amiibos.
amiibo?
I don't know. I never did
There must
those
be like a
amiibos.
bootleg or something.
I think so. Our other friend bought those, and he was like, "Whoa, you actually bought them?" He was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "You know what? Good for you. Makes
Fucking
you happy."
nerd.
Okay.
I can't.
Did you?
I can't
Oh,
judge. I've got a big Tifa poster on my wall, and
you
I didn't
really?
even play Final Fantasy until recently.
Oh. It just occurred to me that I've never like seen your room.
Yeah,
I mean, you've never seen my room, so that makes sense.
I think I
But
have.
no, why? How?
I
How did you
looked
see
in
my
while I
room?
was walking to the bathroom.
Oh, that makes sense. I leave my door open a lot. I just, no, I have seen your room. The very first time when I was helping you guys move into it,
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a
you weren't
fucking
there.
mess now, so I hide it. I hide it
Oh,
away.
ooh, it's a little Heidi.
Yeah.
It'll be a little rat. Ryan, what's like the nerdiest thing
That I
that
own?
you've ever done? Yeah, yeah.
That I've ever done?
Either or.
Well, okay. I'll give you two things. One, I bought a Mr. Sark U2's vinyl figurine, which
Mm-hmm.
U2's are pretty fucking nerdy. But the nerdiest thing I've ever done, I guess sort of related, was in 2012, like pretty much after me and my friends had got our license. I don't even know if yeah, no. It was one of the first things we did once we had freedom and autonomy was during it was Super Bowl weekend. We drove to Golden Gate Park to meet with Scene Anners, Justra, and Captain Sparkles.
You
And
know what?
then
That's pretty darn nerdy.
yeah, and I got Scene Anners to sign my copy of Skyward Sword, a game he's never played.
I don't think I played that game either. I mean, I don't know. I think that's pretty cool because it's fun.
It is fun.
I mean, yeah, you had a good time. That's fun.
See, I okay, and then later this will be the nerdiest thing if I can accomplish it. Later, because the trifecta at Machinima was Scene Anners, Hutch, and Mr. Sark. And Mr.
Hmm.
Sark's my favorite, and I've never met Mr. Sark. But I met Hutch because he actually lived he lived in the Bay Area. So my friend actually saw him at an Applebee's once. But anyway,
Nice.
I saw him at TwitchCon 1, and I got him to sign my copy of Call of Duty 4 for the Wii. And that was the fun, weird thing about that was that it was on the Wii.
Little wee. Oh,
Wii cods hit different, and by different, I mean bad.
I didn't know they sold it on the Wii.
And now I don't know what game I would get Mr. Sark to sign. He can't sign his U2s. It needs to be a game.
I mean, they don't do any more Wii games.
I don't know what Wii game I would get. he's he's an enigma. He's a
Looney,
mystery.
I can loan you my Looney Tunes Racer game for the Dreamcast. Do you want that one?
It's not a bad choice. That might be that might be good. I don't
I've
know.
only I only had two games for the Dreamcast, and it was that shot the Sonic one with Shadow in it, and
I
like
would want Mr. Sark to sign. I think I have a copy of Sonic Adventure 2 somewhere.
what it is. Yeah, that's a great game. Every now and then I think about it and I go, if only I had my Dreamcast. And then I pull out my Dreamcast because I have my Dreamcast. I've saved everything from my childhood. Um, except for my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I used to collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But then I left them on the floor because me and my cousin were like combining our decks and making it better to defeat our neighbors. And my mom saw it and just thought, "Oh, I guess they're done with this. I'll throw it away." And then I cried for like 2 days. And I think that's the nerdiest thing that I've ever done is I cried over my Yu-Gi-Oh cards being thrown away.
It's pretty nerdy.
I don't even know why I cried. I was never that into Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I think it's fun and I love to watch it,
It's fun
but
art.
I was never really into Yu-Gi-Oh like how I was with like Digimon or Pokemon. I think I
Dude,
really just liked the cards and how they looked. Um, I never even played. I kind of just watched my cousin play. But it was just like it devastated me. I was like, I can't leave anything on my floor now. Who knows if my mom's gonna throw it away?
it's
Not
traumatic.
today. I lost the trust that day. We've never been the same.
Dude, I was a Digimon whore. I was a
Yeah?
fucking slut for Digimon.
Okay. Digimon's good, man. It's so
Dude,
good.
I had a stuffed Greymon.
No way, did you? That's so cool. What- I liked what was it? I forget the name of it, but Mimi's the cactus one.
I don't remember what the fuck the cactus's name was. They had the
Yeah.
dumbest names and they all ended in
They
Mon.
yeah, they're not great. But I loved Mimi's cactus. Or like the bear one. It's probably Bearmon.
I don't remember the bear. I
Oh, and
remember the
Gothmon.
dinosaur and the weird, like, werewolf.
Metal Garurumon.
Of
Or just
course.
Guru.
What was the
uh
pre evolution?
oh god. So there's Garurumon. There's
Garurumon?
no
And
Ryan,
then
that would
he's
make sense.
Garurumon.
No, Ryan, that would make sense. Oh, I don't know. They're Did you watch the American one or like the Japanese one?
I don't fucking. I guess the American one. No, wait. Oh, they did like redesigns, didn't they?
Yeah. They like change their names too. Cause
I
like
watched.
Matt,
Okay, yeah. I watched the the anime then.
they're I remember waking up like every morning like, yes, it's time.
Gabumon. Gabumon
Gabu!
was his name.
Gabu was his name? I love the name Gabu. Oh my god. Gabumon?
Dude, there was
I
an
think
Angemon and a Devamon.
yeah.
Bruh.
Matt's little brother had like a whole like a full on like man. It's like a grown man. It's like Angel Man, I think something like that.
Dude, that's kind of weird, honestly.
They clearly ran out of ideas pretty fast. But I was 100% down for that show.
Wait,
Like,
there's an Angelwomon?
yeah, oh, what's her face? What's her face had it? Um, wasn't it TJ? No, I don't know what his name is. Like the main character. I think his little sister, or was it Sarah's sister? I don't know. Someone had it. It's a little sister. They were so cute. It was like from Gatomon, I think.
I remember much less of this than I thought.
Oh man, there was a time where I was like, I knew it. I knew it all.
That was your that's your sleeper cell activation phrase is Gabumon.
Ryan, I'm not joking. If I get another dog, I'm gonna name it Gabumon.
That's animal abuse.
Oh, Gabu isn't cute.
Gabu's
Oh,
fine, but once you add the mon,
okay.
come on.
Okay, it's gonna be Gabu. Mon's gonna be its middle name, so like no one really cares or knows it. But I'll know it. It'll be my little secret. Like a little Gabu and a little Schnauzer. How freaking cute.
You're gonna be at the dog park and you're gonna be like, come here, Gabu. And then some fucking turbo nerd who's like 40 is gonna be like, wait, like Gabumon?
Yes.
And
Oh my
then that
god.
will be the nerdiest thing you've ever done.
Naming my dog Gabu. I mean, it's not the first time I've named, like something my dog after something nerdy. I used to have a dog named Link. I was just super into like the Legend of Zelda. I was like, Here we go. It's Link. And my my vet was like a link, like you link something, and I go no, like the game, and we're like okay, I've stopped listening.
And then he goes, wait, but I thought the game was The Legend of Zelda. And then you go, no, no, no.
Then I just handed them over my DS, and I go, it's time to start playing. And then
My cousin named his dog Mochi because that was the name of a character in some TV show he used to watch. But it turned out to be the perfect name because it's fucking Mochi.
Mochi. I
Such
mean,
a great name.
I named my current dog after Sailor Moon, the cat, Luna. But she's
Luna's
not.
from a lot of things.
And yeah, I was like, it's about a lot of things. That's specifically what I named her for.
Okay.
I didn't know she was gonna be so white though.
Luna.
Luna,
See,
she's
now
great sometimes.
there's competition between my favorite Luna, who's a dog, and you know what? Your Luna's fallen behind.
Well, you haven't seen her in a
Yeah, but
long
she's
time.
fucked up my podcast twice, so
Okay, well, if you had the other dog Luna there, she'd probably mess it up.
no, she's very quiet, even though she's so young.
Is she? Because I mean, is she? I've heard her through
No,
Discord. I've heard yes.
no.
Yeah, we were playing Among Us, and I heard, I heard your friend go, Luna, be
Oh
quiet, because I heard dog
no.
yep.
Okay, maybe she's well. When I see her, she's too nervous to be loud.
I
But
don't know. Luna,
she plays with Nelly, and they're so cute.
Nellie's your dog, and I like Nellie. She's just, I've never had like the time to really get to know her.
Yeah,
Um, because she's pretty, she's pretty scared.
yeah,
But like the times that she did come over to me and like lay down next to me were like the best times of my life.
bruh. She loves to be pet. Even though
But
she'll
then,
make a very like she'll put her ears down, and then you'll see the whites of her eyes as she like side eyes you.
mhm.
She'll make
But
you
then
feel
like,
as guilty as possible for petting her, but she loves it.
and then I try not to, but I compare your dog Nellie to my dog Jason, who are the same breed,
German
and
shepherds, big,
yeah, they're
beautiful.
big, beautiful German shepherds, and it's so hard to compare them because they're very different.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
Nellie is a thin, beautiful. She's a beautiful lady. She's such a beautiful woman. And my dog Jason, um, he's he's chunky.
he's a thick boy.
He's a thick, beautiful man.
Damn
He's
boy, he's thick.
but he's so cute. We just got grass in our backyard, so like he's not really used to the grass, and so like he'll run over it, but he'll do like the Scooby Doo runs, like he's not getting any traction, and then he'll slip and fall, and then he'll lay down and he'll just start crying out like, "Look at me, I've fallen, pay attention to me." And then I'll come over, and then he'll just like zip off. He's like, "Haha, I tricked you. I, you've gotten tricked." And I think I love that about him. He's always pulling pranks.
He's a silly little prankster.
He is. Did I tell you, Ryan, that he's recently started to open up our backyard fence?
No,
We have a door, and he's learned how to open the lock.
he's
He's
learning.
he's so smart.
Not how to behave or anything.
No, no, not he's not learning that. He tried to get in our pool the other day, and Jason's a big thick boy, and our pool is not built for big thick boys. But he tried to get in there, and like he just had his like legs in or his front paws, and I was like, darn, you look so darn cute. Oh my god! And I wanted him to like, okay, let's in. Let's just get in here. Let's do it. But then he got scared and he ran to his other pool. And so I was like, Jason, I love you and I want you to do it again, but now he's scared of the pool.
No. I think that's a thing with German Shepherds, is sometimes they just don't want a pool.
But like,
But they
you've
want to
seen
splash. They want to play.
yeah, yeah. We got our dog like a little kid's pool. You've seen it, Ryan. It's
Of
like,
course. I
yeah.
was there when you washed him in the kids' pool.
Yeah. And it's like it's not even like a foot deep, but he loves to like get in there, just like get his paws wet. He's like, not too much. And like he'll drop his ball in there, then he'll get his ball like submerged in water, and then he'll pick his like ball up and he'll throw it, and it's like heavy, and he loves it. He loves that little pool. But like a real pool, too much for him. Too much
Ooh.
water. He don't like it. Little small pool, loves it.
I recently saw a video of a husky who is very vocal and nervous about not wanting to swim.
hmm
And then, like, they bring a smaller dog up and he jumps in the pool. And then you can see the husky just, like, kind of like die on the inside. And he's just like, I'm just a big pussy, aren't I? And then he begrudgingly jumps in the pool.
Um, that that story reminds me of a time when I went to Disneyland, and I don't like rides that like have like a big like fall, like the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. I hate those. So when it was it the nightmare one, the old one before,
The
and
Tower of Terror.
there it is, Tower of Terror. It's my personal nightmare. um I went on and I was with my cousin and his dad, and they're like, you gotta go on this ride with us. I had to be about 14. Yeah, about 14. And they go, you gotta come on the ride with us. And I was like, no, I'm a big girl now and I can wait outside. I don't have to come on rides. And as I was saying, I this ride's not for me, like a 7-year-old little girl walked off. I was like, let's do it again. And I
Yeah.
felt so ashamed. I was like, now I gotta do it. I felt so bad. I was like, come on, I got the little girl just showed me up. And then, I cried on the ride. But I did it. I hate those rides. They're like the worst ones to me. They're just too
Yeah. I
scary.
was afraid of loop-de-loops for the longest time, but then when I went to grad night, I just had to suck it up and do loop-de-loop rides. And I did, and it was kind of fun.
What's grad night?
Grad night is when at the end of the year, at the end of your senior year, they go, "Oh, what everyone, you did such a great job um passing high school that we're going to go on a field trip, but we're just going to have fun."
Oh, nice.
And so,
And you
yeah,
guys
we
went
went
to
to Disneyland, and then the next day we went to Magic Mountain.
Okay, okay. Okay, I think I know what that is. You went to a nice normal high school.
Yeah,
You had field trips and everything, didn't you?
sure did.
Too lucky. Did you have sports teams too?
Of course we did.
You'll never know, Ryan. All the sadness I went through. No sports teams.
We were normal, didn't go to any sporting events.
Oh, I mean, why would you? I only went to one sporting event, and that was like to cheer on my friend who played another school. I always felt bad because I felt like, oh, both schools are doing okay, but I had to like boo them. I don't like booing people unless like I mean I like booing people when it's fun. Like, everyone's in on the joke, but that felt just like harassing students. I was never down with that. Like, let's stop booing people.
Dude, when I was at Cal Poly, people got mad at me because we went to a soccer game and then they had like little league soccer players or whatever play during the halftime and then I was booing them.
Ryan, they're children.
They sucked.
Right.
Uh, they
How
couldn't
dare you?
hear me. I was way up.
No, they heard you.
No,
And they're
they
like,
didn't.
why is this grown man booing me?
Yeah, that kid had like supersonic ears. He hears 60% of the stadium on their phones, 30% going, "Oh yeah, good job, small children," and then the one guy to round it up to 91% going, "Boo."
But I think he did, Ryan. And you know what?
No.
They're traumatized. Now they can't hear boos anymore. We'll
Dude,
get flashbacks.
in 10 years, there's going to be like some transcendent soccer player who was like, yeah, one time at the Cal Poly fucking freshman inaugural homecoming soccer game I played during halftime and I heard one guy boo me and that's when I knew I wanted to silence the haters.
And then we're just gonna link him this episode. And we're like, hey, that was
I
Ryan.
would say you owe me everything.
You become such a super villain so fast, Ryan. Just immediately, you owe me everything. Okay, let's
Well,
calm it down.
I started the story by booing a child cuz it was funny.
I mean, yeah, I guess it fits.
See, that's one thing. That's one thing that's always bothered me is that there's like a rule in comedy where like you don't punch down or whatever. It's a guideline, really, but that really falls apart when anything happens to a child because
No,
that
children are
is
funny.
like literally punching down and it is way funnier every time.
Yeah, children, they're great,
The
but
less
they're.
they deserve it, the funnier it is.
I mean, that's true. That's pretty true. Dang, poor children. They really get the rough end of the stick. Like, they can't say anything. They have to like listen all the time. They have to do they have to do whatever someone tells them, and also we're gonna make fun of them.
And they you pretty much learn by the time, well, by the time you're out of high school that pretty much the entire adult world is just high schoolers who are older. And
Yeah.
pretty much if someone's chill in high school, they're probably just gonna be a regular fucking person, and all the spazzes are gonna keep being spazzes for the most part. But
I have this thing with my nieces where I'll tell them, like I'll watch them from time to time, and then they're really attached to their mom. So like whenever they fall down, they'll like start screaming for their mom, like kids do. And I always tell them like, hey, you need to slow down, don't fall because your mom's not here, and who knows when she's coming back. And they're like, I'm gonna run as fast as I can. Don't worry about it. I got it. And I go, if you fall down, I'm gonna laugh at you. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna laugh at you. I want you to be prepared. And they're like,
it's
okay,
nothing
fine.
against you. It's just really funny.
It's, it's very funny when people fall down. I go, I'm gonna ask you if you're okay. If you are okay, I will laugh at you. And they're like, fine, whatever, I'm not gonna fall. Cue 2 minutes later when they fall down. I go, are you okay? And they'll go, yeah, I'm okay, like making like putting on a brave face. And then I laugh in their faces. I walk over to them and I laugh at them.
That's what they get for trying to be tough.
That's what they get. And they like at when the first time I did that, they were really shocked. Like why would an adult laugh at you? I think they see me as like a real adult and not like how I see myself. And so they see me as like a real adult, and they in their head they're like, why is an adult laughing at me? But that's I continue to laugh because it's like a hearty laughter. The child just fell in front of me,
You'll know when you're older.
and I just like just wait. And recently it came by where my oldest niece, she saw like her younger brother fall, and she chuckled a little bit. And I go, "Do you get it now?" She goes, "Yeah, that's pretty funny."
she's learning to. She's learning Schadenfreude.
I was like, "Okay, now go make sure he's okay. Go make sure he's okay first, and then we can laugh." Because it all depends on if it's funny now or if it's funny later. It all depends on if he's okay. So I'm trying to teach him timing, and it's always hard. I,
Yeah,
I
next
told
week
you
we'll be
how like
punching down, then it's repetition, then it's
I told you
finding your voice.
how like I watch this kid, and he'll tell me his jokes, and I go, I don't know, I think you need to work on that joke. I don't, it's not there yet. And he goes, okay, let me go work on it for a little bit.
Need some punch ups.
I was like, it just doesn't really make sense. Why would the banana say that? Like, do you get it? Like, why? The why would the banana say he's like how are you feeling? I'm a grape. He's not a grape. So why would he say that? You need to really think about what you're giving me. And he goes, okay.
Is there something more to the banana?
Like
Is
you
he
gotta give me some.
really. Is that the joke? Is that he's not grape? And we all just put on our grape faces for the world, when really on the
Yeah.
inside we're banana.
I was like, you really need to think about what you're giving and think about what you're saying. Make sure you're saying what you need to say, and like, really rewrite these jokes. And so he's getting better. He's getting better. Still got some work to do. He's only 6 years old, but hopefully by the time I leave him, he'll be a like a grade A joke machine.
Dude, he's gonna be writing depressing songs like Bo Burnham by the time he's 12.
I'm making the next Bo Burnham.
You're gonna laugh and cry at his jokes.
Ah,
Exactly what you
NTA.
wanted.
Well, okay. I just hope he knows I'm doing this for his own good, because I heard him tell a joke that me and him together crafted, and and his friend got like a really big laugh out of it, and I go, that's why. That's why we work on our jokes, because do you hear that laugh? That's fodder for your soul. That's good food that you
That's
just
why
gave
we
your
do it.
soul. That's why we do it, huh? It's pretty good. And yeah, I was really happy that he listened.
He
It's
took
working. It's working.
feedback well.
Yeah. He carries a little journal where he writes.
That's a valuable skill. That's actually pretty hype, honestly.
I mean, it helps because he doesn't really know how to write very well yet. So he's working on his writing, his critical thinking. More people should hire me. I'm making little comedians.
Yep. Okay, bye everyone.